What you see here is an evil, sexist bigot. This woman is smearing men who date younger women as pedophiles. Why the perfect woman is a child. Now, of course, this is a complete lie. This woman is a liar. And if guys had any self-respect, they would report this video for the smear campaign it is. Now, remember, guys, there's a dearth of female teachers shagging underaged boys, shagging minors. These women have no room to talk. They are projecting their desires onto us. Know it. And before we start, too, guys, no one come into the comment section and say this woman is jealous of younger women or she's hitting a wall. This woman will get all kinds of male attention. She simply hates men. You have to understand the motivation. Anyway, let's hear it.
Big eyes, full face of plump skin, soft, high-tone voice, not a tattoo in sight, and certainly not a wrinkle in sight.
First of all, tattoos have nothing to do with age, okay? Secondly, this woman has makeup caked on. Claire, your face is caked with makeup. You don't want to see a wrinkle in sight. Oh, by the way, YouTube loves disgusting videos like this. This woman has over 140,000 subs and twice as many views already for this man-hating video. From this sexist video. But continue.
The perfect girl. Literally. Skin like a baby is one of the biggest...
We'll get past this because we'll get to the actress, right? She has a problem with AI because guys might have their dreams fulfilled, right?
Thanks, Meta, for reminding me that signs of living life are unattractive in a woman. It came as no surprise to me that the first AI actress would be a girl who...
Well, she's an actress, so she would be a girl, wouldn't she? Well, it wouldn't be a she. It's an it. This is a tool.
Who looks about the age of 17, who can never...
Well, she does look young. That's what guys prefer. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. You got to understand, there's nothing illegal about liking women in their youth, and there's nothing immoral about it. There's zero immoral about this. You have to understand how to frame it.
For age, never say no, will always be compliant to do whatever sort of scene you want her to.
Well, she's a tool. She's not a she. So there's nothing wrong with that. Men can do what they like with this character. She's not real.
Tilly Norwood, never putting up a fight and coming to a screen near you. Sheann just...
Well, she won't because she's not real again. Now, look at this. What does this got to do with guys dating younger women? Nothing.
Got in hot water for selling an anatomically correct child doll. Are these even a thing to begin with? Well, I did discuss...
So what? It's just an object again. This has nothing to do with the average guy.
this in my Patreon version of this video here. It's scarily quite a large market. Shay Mitchell has just launched a beauty brand which is exclusively for children.
We'll get past that. Let's see.
I'm not the only one that's noticed this, right? I remember this girl, Thylane Blondo, being called the most beautiful girl in the world. And
this has nothing to do with men's sexual attraction again. Now, she's projecting. This is Germaine Greer, who wrote this book called The Beautiful Boy. And she was turned on by this young guy who was underaged, right? You can probably still find this book. So you, Bryony, are projecting your sexual desires onto us. This is a very beautiful girl, but guys are saying maybe at the most that she's beautiful. They're not saying, I want to tap that. But who knows what's in your mind, right?
at 6 years old. She's been modeling from the age of 4 and she featured in Vogue Paris at the age of 10 in these questionable photos.
Again, this has nothing to do with us guys. Guys didn't phone up Vogue or write into them or text them and say, this is what we want to see. This is Vogue's business, right?
She's still modeling at the age of 24. In 2017, Anna Knyazova got dubbed the most beautiful girl in the world at the age of 6 as well.
Yeah, she's really adorable. It doesn't mean anything.
And in 2018, it was Jare. Why is there such a thing as the most beautiful girl in the world? Why do we not have the most beautiful boy in the world?
We do. We do. And he was lusted after by you feminists. Anyway, we'll skip to the part where she attacks men who simply are voicing their preference for youth and beauty. These guys are talking about grown women, not children. So this woman is a liar. I can call you a liar, Claire.
Not that hard.
I'll tell you. That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age. Yes, they do.
At 75, what's the youngest you'd date?
Legally, 18.
You knew that this was coming.
Well, there you go. Exactly. Because it's not only legal, it's moral. Or if it's immoral, then it's immoral for women to date that guy. In order for these guys to date young women have to want to date them. So it is what it is. Women, teenage girls bypass boys their own age to hook up with men with money. That's the immoral part. That's the immoral part, Claire. You're the one who's immoral. Your gender is the immoral gender, not ours.
But then it gets to his justification.
And
He doesn't need a justification. He isn't doing anything wrong.
that's the advantage of being old. You can date somebody that's 18 or 88, preferably 18.
Somehow that makes it even worse. And then we've got this.
No, it makes it proper. He's free to date any woman he wants, as long as she's willing. You're the one who's worse and improper.
Dude.
At 43, what's the youngest girl you'd date?
I mean, I wouldn't date anybody less than 18.
So 18 is
So he's saying legal age, exactly. So this guy isn't doing anything wrong, nothing. He's voicing his preferences, and this woman is against men having preferences. The thing is, if guys weren't into young women, if they wanted to date women who are elderly, she'd say, these guys are disgusting. They're bypassing all us young beauties for elderly women. They're disgusting. It doesn't matter what our preferences is. This is a hate video. Do you understand that, guys? It doesn't matter what we do. This is a bigot talking here, Claire. Claire, you're a bigot and you're a sexist. You're attacking men. It doesn't matter what we prefer anyway.
the youngest you'd go.
Yeah.
Doubling down even. I didn't think that things could get any worse.
See any issues with that?
He isn't doubling down. He's not doing anything wrong.
Having that much of an age gap.
No, she can join the military, she can buy a gun.
She can smoke a cigarette. She can travel into the world. She's an adult.
No, she's speeding this up because this guy's making a point. She's an adult, period. Exactly. So this guy, there's nothing immoral about what he's doing. If it's immoral, then these teenage girls should be forced to date teenage boys. They shouldn't be allowed to dump guys their own age and their own level to shack up with guys with money. They're using older men with money. They are the immoral ones. You hear that, Claire? Your gender is the immoral one. You're bypassing guys who like you, who are your own age, to shack up to use older men because they have money. That's what you're using men, not the other way around. Everything you claim about men is projection from your own gender.
She's an adult that can go to college, be free, travel the world.
Please never speak to another woman again in your life.
No, you shut up. You put this video down. Matter of fact, you shut your channel down. You evil bigot.
What would you 43-year-old man have in common with an 18-year-old woman?
Now, this is something that I'm going to tell you guys how to respond to this. Men and women don't have anything in common anyway. It's a rhetorical question. You say, I don't care what we have in common because we don't anyway. Men don't need to have something in common with women to be attracted to them or start a relationship.
Attraction.
You right to jail right away.
I know that we all collectively look like this.
No. I would never be this ugly, for one thing. But that's our expression for you girls. You are the ones who are contemptible. You are. This guy was just being honest. Sexual attraction, that's all men need to. We have preferences. And there's nothing wrong with or immoral about our preferences. You are the ones who like to date underaged boys. Your gender. Notice how long I can scroll up here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is your gender. This is what you are, not us. It's still going, right?
Right now, like anytime that women bring up this issue, like Bella does here,
It's not an issue. Women are just attacking men. And this woman, by the way, that you're showing, she's wearing a ton of makeup and plucking her eyebrows. If you liars meant what you said, you wouldn't be wearing makeup and trying to appear youthful.
Go for younger women, never stop lusting over younger women.
the comments
Well, that's true. And there's nothing wrong with that. And again, this is a two-way street. Older men with money get with those younger women because younger women get with those older men. They use them. These younger women use these men. Your gender is the using gender. You're the immoral gender.
section is full of rebuttals quickly. Less emotional damage and less baggage in general, not to mention
Actually, guys don't need to have rebuttals. We just have to turn around and say, this is our preference, and that's our business. Keep your mouth shut. Now, this guy, of course, talking about a lot less mileage. In other words, this is actually anti-male by Manxlad. Other guys ruin the girls, right?
probably a lot less mileage. Is she a human or a car, bro? That's because younger women are more
Hey, again, don't project your attitudes onto us. You women use men. You girls marry men so they'll be a provider. You're the users, not us.
fertile, it's biological. We're gonna get back to this one, mate. Tell
No,
me
we're not. I'm just going to cut that out. That's biological reductionism, right? Guys don't need to explain it. For one thing, you girls, when you're out banging underage boys, this has nothing to do with providing, the best semen, right? So we know this has nothing to do with that, some kind of biological reasons.
you're a woman who is getting older and realizing men's prime is later in life and women's is earlier in life.
No, this guy's just wrong. Men aren't in their prime when they're middle-aged or in their 30s. They've just built up more money. Remember all those teachers, a lot of those teachers I showed you that were banging those underage boys, they were married to providers. So they got married to grown men to provide for them. And then they banged young boys who they actually preferred. Right? So a person's prime is not in their 30s. Right? Their sexual attractiveness is when they're like in their 20s and teens.
Without telling me. Oh, you mean like Al Pacino, who became a father at the age of 83?
Yeah, exactly. This woman's using this elderly man. He's a sucker for having it. and giving, marrying this woman where she has all the power and giving her a baby. This woman is what the guys would colloquially call a gold digger. But to me, she's just a typical woman. She is the one who is disgusting. She spread her legs for the disgusting old man. Well, he isn't disgusting. I take that back. She spread her legs for this elderly man who's ugly. Come on. He's ugly because he's elderly. And she's willing to like swallow her vomit to use a man. Again, your gender, this is proof that your gender is immoral. Claire, your gender is immoral, not ours. Her sexuality is disgusting. Her mate selection is disgusting. And so is yours. Again, keep your mouth shut about youth when you've got makeup caked on to hide all your wrinkles. Now, I'm not going to go through this entire disgusting video because I've said what I need to say. Men have their preferences, and so do women. And there's nothing immoral at all about a guy dating a young adult woman. Nothing. And this woman is simply attacking men because she hates men. So again, guys, it doesn't matter what you do. Whatever a men prefer, she's going to say is bad. Because you're an evil, sexist bigot, Claire. And your channel needs to be reported off of YouTube.